All right, wonderful people. Welcome back to this wonderful channel where we bring you back-to-back updates and information as to the hot. In case you have not joined our social media handle, what are you waiting for? Kindly go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, share, and also remember to all your notification buttons so that whenever our news drop, you go be the first. We'll collect them. Let's go down to the news proper as the host, as I'll be bringing you the information according to us the hot this morning. Remember, you are in your one of number one favorite channel of all over the world, Southeast, and the world at large. All right, Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer has withdrawn from the case after the protest that held on the 20th of October that was championed by Omoloye Saori tagged release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer has withdrawn from the case. Let's go down to the full detail of the information and see what the issue is this time. Remember that as regards Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's trial, there has been a lot of tribulations, there has been a lot of pains, there has been a lot of hurdles and a lot of wages that has been thrown upon Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It's over 5 years now, and he's still in the DSS detention. I wonder where justice is. I wonder where justice is. But even as they say that justice delayed is not justice denied, but it's better that someone gets his justice early rather than being delayed. In a working country, this is not what you can see because everybody knows they are right. And even the president or the governor or whosoever it is in a working country know that nobody is above the law, even though in some cases executive power covers you because of the power you position you occupy, but after that no one is above the law. But that is not the case in the country called Nigeria. Kanu Agabi, former Attorney General of the Federal Federation and lead counsel of the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, on Thursday applied to withdraw his representation in the ongoing terrorism trial before the Federal High Court in Abuja. Kanu is facing trial on 7 count charge bordering on terrorism filed against him by the federal government. When the matter was called on Thursday, Agabi informed the court that he would no longer be representing the IPOB leader, adding that the defendant had decided to take back the case from them. In the same manner, all the senior advocates of Nigeria involved in the case also announced their withdrawal from the case. Kanu, confirming the development, told the court that he would be representing himself for now, but noted that the position might change later. The trial judge, Justice James Somotojo, asked whether he would assign a lawyer to represent him, but the defendant Kanu declined. Meanwhile, addressing the court orally to open his defense, Kanu argued that the court lacked jurisdiction to try him. Recall that Justice Omotosho on October 16th granted defendants 6 consecutive days beginning from October 23rd to open and close his defense in view of the acceleration hearing earlier granted in the case. Kanu has listed former Attorney General of the Federation Abubakar Malami, Minister of the Federal Capital Territory Nyesom Wike, Minister of Works Dave Umahi, Governor of Lagos State Babajide Sanwo-Olu, former Chief of Army Staff General Tuko Brutai, former Minister of Defense General Theophilus Danjuma retired, and others as part of his witnesses. All right. This is happening live as regards Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case. All right, the matter is getting dicey, and it's also, should I say that it's getting worse, or that things are actually changing? But that is what we are here to understand. I wonder the big change after the October 20th march that was tagged release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, championed by Omoroye Sauri and other Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's legal representative. People like Aloy Ejimako was there in the protest. Kanu Agabi also, former Attorney General of the Federation and lead counsel to the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, was also there for the protest. I mean, in Abuja. But the issue now is that immediately after the protest, I think things are changing. His lawyers has dropped out, and Kanu himself has decided to defend himself in the court by himself. I wonder what the development is all about. And Kanu himself have been asked to be given a lawyer representative that will represent him, but Kanu said he's going to be representing himself. But according to him, he mentioned some individuals that is going to be his witness in this case. This is Mazen Kanu doing this. Of course, the names of the people I saw here, I was very, very surprised when I saw the name of a lot of people like Abubakar Malami, people like Yeson Wike, people like Dave Umahi, Governor of Lagos State, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, and Chief of Army Staff General Tuko Brotai, even the former Minister of Defense, General Theophilus Danjuma retired, and others as part of his witnesses. These are the people that Mazen Nandekano called as part of his witnesses. Wow, I will say that the case is getting dicey. The case is is becoming something else. Of course, Mazen Nandekano is a learned man. He understands his onions. He knows his onion when it comes to activism, the cause, and the rest of them. But I don't know why he has chosen to defend himself. It's not mine to say. But we will wait and see what becomes the development of this case. But as the case may be, I think by now Kanu should have been out of the DSS detention. That is his right. That he should have been out because looking at what the appellate court said the other time before the case was overturned, you will find out that Kano Kano does not actually have a case, but it's just that justice has actually been sold in the marketplace. The woman of justice that we previously know to with the symbol of covering eye, a sword on the other hand, and a scale on the other hand. Honestly, as it is now, the woman can actually see. She is no more blindfolded. The people who are in power has taking away the blindfold ribbon on the woman's kiss. All right, the Nigerian police has given their reason of arresting protesters that joined Sowore to protest for Mazi Nnamdi release. Of course, in anything there must be a reason, but let's look at what their reason is. But no matter how cogent the reason is, I don't think there is any need for police to be arresting and shooting at peaceful protesters. These people were not armed, they were not with gun, they were not with machete or any other thing, and you opened up fire on them. This kind of things does not happen in a working or civilized country, if I should say so. I don't know if because Nigeria is still part of the third world country, but every other country all over the world is fighting to meet up with what is happening in the global world and in the global market. But here in a country called Nigeria, I think things are actually going backward. Don't say you had it from my mouth. Mr. Hondoyin said that, let's go down to that information. The Nigerian police force has said it arrested human rights activist and Sahara Reporters publisher Omolo Esawere on Thursday over Monday Free Nnamdi Kanu protests in Abuja. Force Public Relations Officer Benjamin Hundeyin stated this on Thursday while addressing journalists in Abuja. Mr. Hundeyin said Mr. Sowore allegedly led a group of protesters into a restricted area during a demonstration calling for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. IPOB leader. He said the arrest was part of effort to ensure that justice applies equally to everyone involved. If we go ahead to charge some people to court and leave the person who led them into that restricted area, their leader, the elite protester who directed and took them there, that would not be fair. Mr. Hondoyin said. He added that Mr. Sowore would not be detained beyond the time permitted by law and would be arraigned without delay. Like the others, he wouldn't spend up to 24 hours with us. Once we finalize the charges, he will be prosecuted. In fact, if everything goes as planned, he will be taken to court today, the police spokesperson said. Mr. Sowore, a former presidential candidate, was arrested on Thursday morning at the Federal High Court in Abuja while covering proceedings in a separate case. His arrest followed a protest on Monday in which demonstration demanded the unconditional release of Mr. Nnamdi Kanu, who has been held by the state security SSS since his arrest in 2021 after jumping bail in 2017. All right, to make a little bit correction there, you and I know that actually Kanu did not jump bail. Of course, there was an invasion in his hometown in Afaruku Ibeku in Abia State where a lot of people lost their life and he has to find his way to escape. And had he died that day, I don't think there would be any case that regards Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. As it is, videos from the scene showed Mr. Sowore running from the protester site around the Transcorp Hilton area in Abuja before police began making arrests. In a statement on Thursday, the Take It Back movement (TIB) condemned the arrest and demand Mr. Sowore's immediate release. We have received credible information that the FCT Commissioner of Police invited our comrade and convener Omoloye Sowore reportedly in connection with the ongoing Free Nnamdi Kanu Now protest, said Sanwo Olujuwon, the group national coordinator. We wish to categorically warn that any form of detention, harassment, or intimidation or of Sowore by Nigerian police force or any arm of the Tinubu regime will be met with an immediate nationwide mass action. All right. Of course, if you are wise enough, I think that Sowore arrest is is an attention diversion because I think the police and the politicians want to specifically divert the attention from Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to Sowore. So the arrest of Sowore automatically has diverted the attention of the masses to Sowore. Now, the issue that is being discussed here, or the issue with gravity on ground, is no more as regards Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. The case has changed. Now, the Take It Back movement is now requesting for their leader's release. Of course, the police have said he is not going to stay in the police custody more than 24 hours, that he is going to be charged to court. But who knows how long, what is the court duration, and every other thing that follows it. And I will categorically tell you that this is an attention diversion. The attention of the masses, even Biafran, has been diverted. You know, previously I said something and a lot of people doubted me. A lot of people called me anti-Biafra or something like that. But I don't care what people call me, but I will always state the fact. When this protest was starting, I mentioned something like this, that this could be political or somehow an attention diversion from from what is happening to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to someone else in order to be able to destabilize the situation. But it's just an alleged statement, allegedly. All right, this is where I'll be winding on the curtain. And if this is your first time of joining us on this wonderful channel, kindly go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, share, and also remember to all your notification buttons so that whenever our news drop, you will be the first. We'll collect them. Thank you for listening. God bless you.